Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to be playing a game called Martha is Dead. It is, as the description says, Martha is Dead is a dark, first-person psychological thriller set in 1944 Italy that blurs the lines between reality, superstition, and the tragedy of war. I don't know much about this game other than the description, so let's start and see how it goes. Alright. The story of Martha's Dead and its featured characters, blah blah. I don't even know that. Struggling with information crisis. Okay. She looks very angry.
Ciao, I'm Julia. Julia Kay.
Nice to meet you, Julia.
I'm glad you are here. Nobody has visited me in ages. It's been years now. I must tell you my story, but I don't know where to begin. There is so much that... I should start from my childhood, but my memories of these times are vague. I only remember the summer of 1929, when they sent me off to stay with my
There's
nan.
a lot of scars. I don't know what that's all about. New chapter, The Legend, summer of 1929.
Will you tell me the story of the White Lady?
No, little sparrow. Not tonight. A fog is coming, see?
Yes. I know that when it's foggy, the lady kills young women. But why is she so evil?
You see, Julia, pain and suffering can make us do evil things, even if we're not actually bad.
Just like soldiers have to kill other soldiers. I like the lady outside of Nanny. She must be in so much pain. The poor dear. She still scares me a little though. Soon I'll be a young woman, and she could kill me. Does she kill those who love her?
Of course not.
That makes me feel better because I love her. But what about Martha? Would she be in danger?
Your sister is with your mother, so do not worry. Do you miss them?
No. I mean, yes, I miss Martha a little, but I love spending time with you.
Now, go to sleep, little sparrow. It's getting late.
Okay, Nanny. I'll go to sleep and dream of the lady. Was she beautiful?
She was beautiful. Yes, very much so.
Then she'll be beautiful in my dreams. And will I be beautiful just like her?
You'll be even more beautiful.
Listen, Nanny. Since the lady won't harm me because I love her, and since you're not a young woman, could you tell me her story? Even if it's foggy outside. Please. Oh, please. Then I'll sleep. I promise.
Oh, all right. You always get your own way.
I loved Nanny and I loved that story. Every time I heard it, it sounded like a new and more mesmerizing tale. Every night I would ask her to tell me about it, even though it scared me. Even now I can remember every single day of that time and how happy I was.
Here we go. Alright.
According to an ancient legend, the lakes of the area are haunted by the spirit of a young woman who was killed by the man she loved. She was expecting a lover's stroll by the lake, gazing out at the old tree growing on the lake's island. So much hope and desire, but death, not love, was awaiting her.
Oh, the poor dear.
Yes.
That's not fair.
Life
There
isn't
we go.
for a puppet.
Let's pick it up my
That's
controller.
the way it is, and we must learn to deal with it.
Okay, I'll try. But it makes me so mad. Keep on reading, Nanny.
In despair, the man confessed he had killed her out of jealousy. So he was hanged on the small island, in the middle of the very same lake where he had killed the girl. They searched everywhere, but the girl's body was never found. Since then, her spirit, known as the White Lady, has been imprisoned in the depths of the lake. She grieves eternally for the loss of the man she
You
loved.
grieve for somebody that killed you.
When fog arises, the White Lady is known to leave the waters of the lake and roam the woods, looking for her long-lost love in vain. Within the fog of dawn, hunters have claimed to hear the wailing of a woman in the distance.
I'm a little scared of this story, even though I like the lady.
Should I stop reading, my little sparrow?
No, Nanny. Daddy always tells me that fear must be faced. Go ahead.
Okay, honey. Every time the sad memory of the night she perished stirs in her soul, she takes the life of a young woman by slaying such a life in its youth, even just for an instant. The lady feels free from the burden of her pain.
Good night, Nanny.
Good night, my love.
I spent almost 3 years with the nanny, but when I came home I quickly forgot how to be happy. My memories do not return until 15 years later, in 1944, when I stayed in that house. I enjoyed setting up cameras in the woods by the lake. My father created a device that attached to the cameras. It would make them take pictures at set intervals. I was trying to photograph animals, or whatever else was in that damned place.
I feel like we're gonna get more than just pictures of animals.
Reel off the film. Open the camera. Remove the old roll of film. Put the new film in. Close the camera. Load the film. Activate the timer. Almost ready. Now to bring the image into focus. There's something floating on the surface of the water. If I frame it better, I might be able to see what it is.
That's the body.
What? Is that a person? I must help them. I was horrified at the idea that someone might have drowned in my lake. The lake was my world, where I would spend entire days daydreaming. I would lose myself in my thoughts, but that was a rude awakening. So terrible. I instantly noticed that the person was wearing one of my dresses. I was scared. I dragged that lifeless body as best as I could to the shore, trying not to drown myself. Only when I lifted her in my arms did I realize who she was. It was my sister, my twin, a part of me, dead.
Oh, wow.
Impossible to comprehend. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do or to think. I have to stay calm.
What are we doing here?
Martha is not dead.
I think she's very dead.
It's not possible. It's not true. There's no need to worry. It's fine. Everything will be fine.
The
I have to
necklace.
stay calm.
Martha.
February 26th, 1923.
Is everything okay?
Are you hurt?
What are you doing?
Go, Eric, run!
My parents ran towards me. My mother hugged me. She, who detested me, was now cuddling me. Her warmth filled me with life, and the pain became bearable. I felt protected. Martha, are you okay? She asked me, speaking slowly in order to let me read her lips. She thought I was deaf. She thought I was Martha. I didn't want the moment to fade, so I meekly nodded my head. I didn't realize I had done something that couldn't be undone.
So Martha was deaf.
I would have to pretend to be Martha. Forever.
Uh-oh. So we are the twin sister, is Julia, pretending to be Martha, so that our family
O Lord, who gives life to the
loves
dying,
us.
let your sacrifice of love be offered for Martha's soul. Into your hands I also entrust my spirit, so that I may be reunited with her in perpetual light, to never suffer the desolation of purgatory. Please grant her eternal rest, O Lord, and may eternal light shine upon her.
Right.
Did you remember to light the candle in your hall?
Why is that so glitchy?
Mummy always finds something for everyone to do.
Okay, so we got. Let me just say.
July 17th, 1944. Our family is deeply saddened and is thinking of you during this extremely difficult time. Ernesto E. and family. July 17th, 1944. Our hearts are with you and we share your grief in the wake of the tragic loss of your dearest Julia. July 17th, 1944, Ministry of War. Director General for Conscripts and NCOs. We are grieving over your sudden loss, and we send you our heartfelt condolences. The Lieutenant Colonel, Rapporteur.
So is Dad like some kind of big shot?
An old painting. I find it so sad. It communicates a sense of deep solitude to me. I can't turn it off. We have to listen to the radio all of the time. Any news and announcements can be vital. Daddy's canes. They are so beautiful, but I can't say why, but they have always scared me.
Alright, so we gotta be looking for candles in the hallway, is that what it said? I don't need to look at the bikes.
telegraph box. I know how to use it. Daddy taught me.
Oh, it's a lighter. Thought it was perfume.
When you're done, can you come and get the flowers, please? Or send Martha if you like.
Never a moment's peace. Even at a time like this. She can't sit still for a second. Everything always has to be perfect with her.
Parla Londra.
Oh,
Trasmettiamo alcuni messaggi speciali. Felice non è felice. È cessata la pioggia. La mia barba è bionda. Parla Londra. Abbiamo trasmesso alcuni messaggi speciali.
where am I supposed to put this? Thing. Must be out here. There it goes. Okay.
What's happening? Who closed the door?
Huh? Is it locked?
Erich, wake up. Do you think it's appropriate to sleep here? Of all places?
What? Yes. I must have fallen asleep.
No shit.
What are they talking about?
You can't stay here forever. Why don't you go to bed?
No, no. I want to stay with my daughter.
Your daughter? Your daughter? You have another daughter, you know. The one who's still alive. Remember?
What are you talking about, Irena? Julia is dead. What kind of comment is that? How can you?
You should be thinking about Martha. Julia harmed Martha. You know that, right? And as if that were not enough, she has now also abandoned her.
It's the same old story.
Jeez.
Everything is always Julia's
It's a very
fault,
angry
isn't
mother.
it? Her fault for Martha being deaf, and for you being infertile.
Shots fired.
Do you think it's the right time for this? Julia is dead, Irena. Dead. Someone killed her. Do you realize that?
Of course I realize. I get it. Do you think I'm stupid? No one understands it better than me. She always brought problems. Only problems. It would have been better if she hadn't been born at all. She's crazy.
I'm the crazy one? Me?
He's got a point. Like, the parents happy that their
You
child's
have done
dead.
this
That's
to get at me, yes.
a bit loco.
Your death is all my fault. All I could ever do for you was hurt you, Julia. My poor, sweet, crazy girl. What will I do without you? What will life be like now? All the time I didn't spend with you. But now I'm home. We can go fishing together. We can take pictures of butterflies. No. We can't do anything together anymore, can we? nothing. I miss you, Julia. I miss you.
While American bombings continue to devastate the peaceful towns within the Elsa Valley, we have heard some tragic news from the area of La Ramola. The young daughter of German Army General Erich K. was murdered near her home. What possible reason could there have been behind such a tragedy? This is what the Carabinieri, who immediately intervened, hope to find out.
Mother didn't seem to suffer from the situation. All she cared about was that my death was so painful for Martha. But not having me around anymore must have been a great relief to her. At the end of the day, it was better for everyone that it was me who died. And it was better for me too that people thought that. But the guilt began to consume me. That's when I started having horrible nightmares.
I went the wrong way. Martha has lost her life. Okay, so soul. Where's her face? There it is. That was... stole her, say, life. Nope, it is identity. Kept it simple. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What are we doing here? That's a lot of blood. Somebody's shoes. Is this Martha? Okay. Yeah. What? What are we doing? Oh, that's messed up. gross.
It was just a dream.
Thank God, it was just a
Horrible
dream.
That horrendous woman and the face of my sister. I wish all of this was a dream and my sister is just sleeping in her bed. Instead, her bed is empty and this is reality. This is Martha and me at the festival of the patron saint.
26 May.
It was only a few months ago, and now. Martha had asked for a picture of me to put in this frame. She wanted me to do one of those expressions of mine that made her laugh. Expressions that she couldn't quite imitate. She used to say that those were the signs of my soul. Can a photo capture the soul? Can I capture Martha's soul?
New chapter, The Room.
This is Martha's trinket box. It could contain something that will help to figure out what happened. Scary fairy tales. Everything seems to be scary lately. Yet everything here is so...
Puss in
peaceful
Boots up
and
there?
bright.
Oh. Okay, look creepy.
Martha's clothes. To me, wearing them will be like having her with me. Mummy will also be happy to see them. Or I could wear my clothes in the other wardrobe.
Oh, there's a sprint button, that's good. Also means that at some point something's
gosh,
going to
if
be
Mummy
chasing
sees
me.
this picture, she'll throw it away for sure. It's me and Lapo. I want to see him as soon as possible so we can mourn Martha's death together. The butterfly collection that Daddy made for me. I always keep my trinket box locked.
Oh, where's your key?
I'm already dressed. Everything I need is always in my bag. The key to my trinket box. Here is my diary. July 12th, 1944. This is a new diary. We moved here today and I forgot my old one back at home. But that's okay. A new chapter in my life, a new diary. They say they brought us here for our own safety. Daddy, the war, and everything else. Nanny gave us her house and she went to look after the mansion. It's weird being back here after so many years. I remember Nanny telling me the fairy tale of the Lady of the Lake. It's one of the few happy memories I have from when I was little. Nanny isn't here and that's a shame, but Martha is here with me. I also get to see Lapo more often, which is wonderful. He's always hanging around here. Mum is thankfully too preoccupied with fixing up the house to worry about me. At least for now.
We're going to stop that. We'll read some more of that later. I want to see
I'll be right there. I'm just going upstairs to call Martha down for breakfast.
more of what happens.
Fine, but I'm not sure we should let her sleep all day. What do you think? What did you say? Okay, I won't wake her up. I'll just turn on her light. So when she wakes up, she'll know when to come down for breakfast.
They really think I'm Martha and I can't hear them. I need to be careful not to talk, or I will be in serious trouble.
It'd be a hard thing to do. Checking someone's identity, especially when they're deaf. Plus, they could recognize the voice, even, you know, the little bit of talking she could do.
Dad loves these prints of Florence. I find them a bit sad. There's no shortage of paintings in our house. Mum is passionate about painting. It's locked. Strange. Why did they lock my room?
Martha's breakfast is ready. We can go.
Yes, yes. It's getting late.
Did you leave the newspaper for Martha? You know how much she likes reading it.
Yes, Irena. It's on the table, can't you see?
And that camera, are you leaving it there?
Yes, Irena. Can't you leave it there for a few more days? Do you mind? It was for Julia. I will take it away soon. I promise. The sword makes me so sad. Seeing it there is as if... I don't know how to explain it.
All right. But let's go now. We have too much to do. We can't stay here all day talking.
Mummy is right, though. Martha always read everything. It's me who will now read the newspaper instead. They'll be out all day. The funeral preparations will take them a long time. Everything is more complex with the war. Over the next few days, I will see little to nothing of them.
The newspaper, the frame, the camera. Oops.
Brutal assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family, brutally murdered near her home. Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges. Martha was not killed by politics or war. She was killed by something much closer and much less clear. I will find out the truth. First improvements in food registration. Bread rations increased by 50 grams per day as of April 20th. A kilo more every month of soup ingredients. Reforms to the treatment of agricultural workers and an unexpected distribution of jam. Chocolate, a privilege for few people in these times. For Julia, to take more and more photos, Dad. I can verify that the camera is still working by taking a photo. I could photograph a sparrow. There are so many of them out here. There might be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always put crumbs on it for them.
Cute, okay. Roller carbon 120mm film. You'll use it to take photos throughout the game. Some photos will have hidden elements that will progress the game's story. While holding the camera, an icon will appear to indicate points of photographic interest. This icon will appear and become clearer the closer you are. Press E to see your camera and any fitted attachments. No camera skin unlocked. Base. Okay. Look for the subject you want to photograph and press left click to continue, or press Q to exit the camera mode. Continue. You take your first pictures of the simulation. The picture preview displays the settings as you change them on your camera. In real life, the viewfinder's image is controlled by the secondary lens and only responds to focus. So you got rotation, R and F is height, Q and E, okay. Control. exposure, aperture. Use it power. Here you'll find all the camera's add-ons. You'll be able to use different lenses, filters, films, and various sensitivities, and much more. Right now, however, you only have 100 ISO film. Press Control to close the panel. Okay. After closing the window, adjust the camera, then press space to shoot. You're about to take a photo where an important feature of the story hasn't been correctly framed. You can, no. Like, how close do I gotta get? Too distant. Okay, I see it. Okay, so you just got to adjust it until you find the... Okay. Your first photo, as many photos as you want throughout the game, but remember that only a few will be critical to the story's progress. Soon you will learn how to develop photos you've taken.
Excellent. I've taken the picture, now it's straight to the darkroom in the cellar to print it. Daddy recently became a general in the German army. He used to take pictures on the front lines, but now he gives me the materials to take photographs instead. Now that Martha is gone, only this camera can fix my ideas and my memories. I can't allow myself to forget.
Here we go.
Daddy set up his darkroom here. He doesn't take photos anymore because of his work, but photography is still his true passion. I'm allowed to use the darkroom when I want to. There are 3 baths when developing photos. The development bath, then the first rinse, and then the fixing bath. The second rinse is done directly in the sink afterwards.
Develop photo, you first have to use the enlarger. The enlarger is an optical instrument that allows you to process photographic paper. After shooting a photo, the film must be developed in several steps. This aspect has been omitted for the sake of simplicity, but in reality, the steps are as follows. The film is firstly rolled onto a reel, put inside a small tank. That tank is then immersed in developer, washed, and then immersed in a stop bath. That is then washed again, dried, and finally cut. You'll find your rolls of film already developed and ready for printing. Okay. Choose the image you want to print on paper. The preview on the left side will help you choose. Of course, you will see your images in the negative. Develop this photo. This is the only one I have. The enlarger allows you to customize your photos even more. You can choose on which part of the paper the picture will be printed. You can adjust the focus and choose how long to expose the photographic paper. With the red filter, you can project and see images on the paper without exposing it. Use the controls to move the paper on the bench and to adjust the magnification focus. When the 3 circles are aligned, this picture is focused and you will see the image out of focus when aligned. You will probably shot it that way. Play with the adjustments and you're happy. When you're ready, press space to continue. Okay. Oh, okay, I see. Card position, okay. I see. When the red filter is removed, the image is exposed onto the paper. This process has been automated and made faster than what happens in real life. I appreciate that because it's a pain in the butt. Okay. Immerse the paper in the developer and the image will appear. To achieve ideal exposure, take the paper out of the developer when the timer is in the green zone. If you take the paper out too early or too late, the picture will be ruined and you'll have to print it again. Okay. Use space to stop immersion. I'm glad they give you that. Early immersion developers followed by a wash. You stop after the second wash. These additional baths have been skipped for the sake of simplicity. Here's your printed photo. You can keep it in your album or scrap it.
Not a bad photograph.
You can create
Seems that the camera
be
works
available to press
perfectly.
anytime.
Now I can take a self-timed photo for Martha's frame.
Still wants me to read the journal. I'm not doing that right now. Alright, so I think we're going to stop it here from now. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you find this channel, and I will be out with part 2 here in the next day or two.